Hey YouTube, coming at you with another Retro Cup team. This one, Abomasnow, Medicham and Cofagrigus. So it's a very simple concept, right? Abomasnow is going to deal with sort of dragons, and it's going to deal with flyers. It's going to be weak to fighting, so Cofagrigus and Medicham can handle the fighters. It'll do great against lanterns, stuff like that, right? So, and then, like I said, Cofagrigus' really only weaknesses are ghost and dark is banned, right? So it's got some freedom. I only did okay with this team, quite honestly. I thought I would do better. I think the main problem was there was a lot of ice, right? A lot of dugong, a lot of Frostlass, stuff like that. And it's okay because I have the energy ball for this, but this thing is anytime, because I'm half grass, the ice is still hitting for neutral, right? So Abomasnow's glassiness combined with the fact that you're still getting hit for neutral in all of these situations made it, it's a good Pokemon to use. It just wasn't outstanding. Medicham was interesting because it's still at times roam free, right? Because your biggest answers in Sableye and I mean Trevenant is around but not around. Like Sableye and Sableye are gone, and I meant to say fairies. Fairies are gone. So you think it'd roam a little more free, but the problem is like everyone's running some sort of Frostlass, Cofagrigus, Jellicent, Cresselia, all right? So there's a lot of things that actually do end up walling it, and I ran into a few of those with this team. So Medicham's just sort of like a man for me. And Cofagrigus, having just been in the single typing cup where Cofagrigus was everywhere. Like I said, Cofagrigus' main issue was Umbreon in that cup. So now it should theoretically roam free a little more. And it does and it doesn't. The main problem is your Umbreon is essentially just replaced with Noctowl, right? So more normal typings are showing up, and even though you do great against Frostlass, just because the Shadow Claws and Dark Pulses should theoretically outpace the Powder Snows, plus the Powder Snows are just neutral, right? I find that there is a lot of just like fast powered. There's Lickitung for starters. There's a lot of, like, then it's the normal typings, right? The Lickitungs, the Noctowl. Plus there's a lot of just like fast damage Pokemon. Like I ran into a few like Shadow Dragonairs and I forget a few others, but just like it was just okay. So the whole team was like, it works, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to, was the main problem. And in this mid game here, like I'll come loaded with 2 ice punches, so it's fine, but like I'm down a shield. If the Dragonite comes back in, I'm gonna get those right back. If I remember, they come in and I get 2 right back, which is surprising to me. I think I don't know what's in the back yet, but if you're weak to Abomasnow in the lead, you probably... Oh, is this the team that was double weak to Abomasnow? There was a couple teams that was just like double, triple weak to Obama. I'm wondering if this is one of them. I'm going to shield and just farm. Because, again, double weak to ice here as a flyer and dragon. No, it has double, right? So double should theoretically do fine. I would have gone 2 shield double for the win. But now they burn their shields. I'm able to chip that, which is great. I'll have to eat a payback here, but you can live 1 payback. That's fine. And then I should be able to get to a claw. I want to make it I want to throw it just before, and I want them to get me as low as I can, because the only lose condition here is Dragonite comes back in and gets a bunch of farm and then takes me out with the superpower. And I got some farm, but not enough, and I'll just Powder Snow down. Double super effective there. So Bomb against like the right matchups is pretty tough. This situation, it is Glassy, right? So I assume it's going to be a Dark Pulse bait, but even if it is, it's still it's still going to hurt, considering how glassy you are. You don't need to use Shadow. I'm using Shadow. You don't need to use Shadow. I do think the Shadow is better in the Great League. Not a total necessary. Out comes a Lickitung. I'm just chipping here because, as you saw in the last matchup, Lickitung against Medicham was able to like grab a shield and take it low. So I would rather just chip this like crazy with Energy Ball and then just counter down to come out with multiple moves here and not have to, I mean, I'm already down a shield, right, on the front end there. So as long as I come out multiple moves here, that's fine. Cofagrigus comes in, I can get the Ice Punch off. Hopefully take it out. It's gonna be close. No, a little too tanky. Oh yeah, this lost because I totally blew this call. Cofagrigus lead. Lickitung safe swap. Lickitung, you draw out a counter user with a normal typing. Lickitung does still well because Licks do super effective. You saw Body Slam spams real. You can grab a shield. Cofagrigus punishes. The other normal typing roams free. That was my thought process. So I commit the shield here, thinking I got to move. I got multiple moves almost, and it's going to be a normal typing come in. And it's a freaking Charizard. So that sucks. This team is double weak to flying in Abomasnow and Medicham. I mean, it's not bad in Abomasnow because outside of Charizard, which is fire, and Pelipper, which is water, you're still hitting for super effective or neutral at worst case, right? And Medicham's tanky enough, you can just get some psychics off, but no. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, bad read on my part led to a loss here. Because I think I probably could have Powder Snowed and Shadow Clawed with the shield down. Maybe it would have been tough. It would have been tough either way. Eventually here, this is the first time. I mean, this is the easiest for, and this is what I talked about in my video about optimizing fast move timing, how easy it is, how easy it is to like catch and sneak moves through. 4-turn fast moves. So as long as I throw on like the odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, I'm gonna easily take this, right? So 3, and then there's that. The odd one there is 5. So I'll get this off. I'll grab the second shield. They're gonna lunge again, but that's okay. I know the next one it only takes 2 to get there. So I'm gonna throw it on the third Powder Snow to take this out. So easy. Again, someone who does not count and does not optimize moves, it is very, very, very easy to optimize on a 4-turn fast move. So I took Switch. We're even shields. I'm 2 times lowered with lunge, but I'm going to stay in because I need the Medicham on. I cannot get the Cofagrigus on this. So I get some okay chip there, and I'm going to get this off. So I take it to the yellow despite being 2 times lowered. And now I can get my Medicham on this. Right? So just again, I'm going to go back to, I hate using 3-4 turn fast move Pokemon now. It's just too easy to play against them. I figured that my win condition is Medicham, so I'm going to catch the move here on the Cofagrigus, loaded with energy. My Medicham's loaded with energy. I can get probably a Shadow Ball here before they take me out. So that'll do good chip damage, and then I can counter down / psychic the Lickitung for the win. So this is like what was generally a neutral matchup that I won just by doing everything properly. Properly fast move timed on the Abomasnow, got the chip damage, kept in the Medicham alignment, recognized that Medicham is probably my win condition here against the Lickitung, and this backline caught the move, took the slow psychic here, and they still made it really close here. But that's just one where it's just kind of like you get everything. You do all the little things right, and you'll take that one. And this is where it gets tricky, right? Frostlass on the lead. So their Powder Snows and Avalanches are doing neutral to you because you're half. I can throw the Weather Ball here. I mean, the Energy Ball. I think I let this go because I think I can live and get the Energy Ball off and then just soft lose here and then get a couple whatever I want. I decided to get a couple counters with Medicham because I thought you have a Ghost on the lead. You're probably weaker to counter in the back. And if you're weak to Ghost, you have an answer to Ghost. And there's your answer to Ghost, right? The Owl. The Owl is going to be one of the toughest answers to Cofagrigus. So that is why I'm like, yep, I saw that coming. I kind of have to keep this alive between the counters and the Ice Punches. I'm going to grab Shields back / do chip damage. I may want to try and catch a Sky Attack on the Cofagrigus after this. Or if they let this go, we'll see what's in the back for the Zero Shield. So they go Shadow Ball, which is, I thought, interesting. So catch the... I thought my only one catch was like bank the move, catch this move. But then one move, they have a shield too, so one move doesn't take it out, and they're able to just like farm to 2 Weather Balls essentially and take me out. So not too much I could have done in this matchup, but again, it's tough with the Abomasnow Medicham when you have a Frostlass, because you're gonna lose both. So you can switch the Medi if you want. I just think that you can go Cofagrigus Abomasnow plus something else as a safe swap. Like I said, Medicham wasn't super amazing for me. Coming in here, watch me. I say that as well, this is their fault for getting out a little slow. I mean, they still come in and punish me, right? So they loaded up with energy and are now punishing me here with another Ghost, because Ghosts are everywhere in this meta. So I don't think you need to run Medi in this meta. I think there are way more viable options. Shadow Ball does not one-shot, but it is enough to hex me down. So that is the worst case scenario. And now I either come Cofagrigus and have to shield a Shadow Ball, or I come Abomasnow and have to get to an Energy Ball. And I figure that shielding Shadow Ball and farming down and getting some energy is probably the better idea here. So that was good. They're loaded on this dunsparce. So even if I get 2 Dark Pulses out, it's off. It's not going to take out. And they're going to have at least 2 drill runs coming out here. Right? So I think I try and snipe, or they throw a Rock Slide and then I just come in. But I'm down a shield. And Abomasnow down a shield is not... You need up shields for Abomasnow for it to be successful. You can't be down shields. And it's a Frostlass, right? So there's another loss. So Frostlass is tough. It's tough for this team. So I would probably replace Medicham with something that can deal with Frostlass and has a bit of bulk and can grab shields. Easier said than done, right? What is that? What does all that? It's interesting because I'm thinking Shadow Swampert, because you have answers for dragons. This is the one that was like triple weak to Abomasnow. Because I'm like, why are you possibly staying in with something that is double weak to Abomasnow? I'm like, okay, I'll just shield and farm. And they eventually come in with like Lantern, or they had 3 things that were weak to Abomasnow. I'm just like, oh, this is an easy matchup for me. Okay, Jellicent. Jellicent is the second one. I knew it was a water. So I'm just going to almost one-shot here. Now I can come in here and farm. This is an easy, yeah. And, oh, it is a Lantern. Yeah, double water. Flyer double water does not work when your punish is... I know what they're thinking. Pull out a grass-type Pokemon, punish it with a flyer. Well, it is a grass-type Pokemon, but it's also an ice-type Pokemon, so not much they can do there besides lose. So yeah, my mind went to Swampert immediately because you cover your fire weakness. You have Cofagrigus for the fighters. Swampert does well in everything neutral. It's going to have a tough time against dragons, but Abomasnow and Cofagrigus can deal with that. So I was like thinking Swampert, and that goes against what I just said about having a bulky Pokemon for shields, because then you're kind of have to decide who you want to spend your shields on, Abomasnow or Swampert. But it will apply pressure. Then you have like 3 Pokemon that apply move pressure to a certain extent. I wonder what PvPoke would recommend. Let's team build in the Retro Cup with Abomasnow and Cofagrigus. Your main weaknesses are Lickitung, Frostlass. Yeah, Frostlass, like I just said. I'm aware I'm weak to Frostlass. It's funny, their second option is Machamp. That's so funny. Yeah, it's saying Aurorus, Lantern, Fire like Charizard, like that double, like that makes sense. double you can at least hit for the payback there. Or they're saying stuff like Dragonair. But yeah, so there's options, but let's play around with it. But yeah, again, Abomasnow has play. You don't have to use Cofagrigus either. Like if I was gonna build around, it's the title and the thumbnail is Abomasnow. So I think Abomasnow does core break a lot. I think there's a lot of dragons in this. There's a lot of flyers in this. There's some water in this. So core breaks a lot. You just need to cover fighting weakness, fire weakness, flying weakness. So it's got a few weaknesses, right? Anyways, that's it. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Stay tuned for more videos on Retro Cup this week. So appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.